Hello, my good people. Now, well done. I welcome you to another episode of Sew Am Yourself. Today, we don't carry another better come. We want to learn how to sew this fine flare skirt waiting for our screen. So, waiting for the screen. We want to learn how to sew am, and we want to use the full circle method. Take cut am. That is 360-degree flare. Then we want to use cut am. So, if we're ready, make we start. Alright, so the first thing we need to do now to outline the basic measurements we need. Alright, so the measurement where we need for our circle skirt now the circumference of the waist. That is, you measure your round waist and then note the measurement down, and also the length of the skirt. That is, make I repeat myself, the circumference of the waist now we need, and we also need the full length of the skirt. So to calculate the circumference of the waist, that is to calculate the radius, now that circumference now we will take get the radius of the waist. So to calculate the radius, now the circumference of the waist divided by 6.28 for full circle. If na half circle, now that is 180-degree flare. Now circumference of the waist divided by 3.14. So that's na standard measurement. 6.28 now for full flare, full circle, and then 3.14 now for half circle. So now, while we don't measure the round waist, the next thing we go do, we go use take divide. We go use 6.28 divide them. So the round waist measurement for this skirt where we want sew now 26 inches. So 26 inches divided by 6.28 will give us around 4.1 thereabouts. So we will just round them off to the nearest whole number will be 4 inches. So now that 4 inches now be the radius of the skirt. Then the length of the skirt, we will come add them to that radius. For example, if you measure the length of the skirt now 20 inches. 20 inches now the length of the skirt. You will come add them join the radius of the skirt. So 20 plus 4 now 24 inches. That means say the total measure of material where you go cut now 24. It must not be less than 24 inches, because 24 inches now the total length of your skirts. I hope so now understand them. So but if you want add frill, or if you want add flounce to the bottom of the skirt to decorate them, you go minus the length of the flounce where you want add for the length. You go minus them for the total length. For example, the total length of the skirt now 20 inches. That is, the length of the skirt now 20 inches plus the radius of the skirt will be 4 inches. That is 24 inches. So you know, say that radius, that 4 inches will cut and come off. So the length of the skirt now 20 inches. So if you know say you want add flounce, and let's assume say your flounce now 4 inches, you go minus 4 from 20. So that means say now 16 inch 16 inch now go come be the total length of your skirt. You understand? So 16 plus 4 inches will be the radius of the skirt. That will come make 20 inches. I hope say my explanation they clear enough. So you will minus the total length of your flounce from the total length of the skirt. So the total length of the flounce minus total length of skirt. Length of skirt now 20 inches minus 4 inches of flounce, that is 24 inches. So we'll go mark and round now, and we'll start to cut them. So we don't mark the radius of the skirt. Next thing we will the mark now the length of the skirt. So we'll mark and round now. So after we don't mark them now, the next thing we will come to, we will use our scissors cut out. But as we dey cut, make sure say you leave ½ inch from the top, so that you go use am take join to the band of the skirt. You go use ½ inch for top take join the skirt to the band, and then for the down you go use ½ inch take hem am. So now that down part now we go use take hem am, or you fit use bias take finish am, take do proper finishing, or you use the material like that, you hem am like that. So we go open the skirt now, make we see how the thing be. Now see am say the thing make sense. So we won't just measure am now to dey sure of the measurements. So don dey through the skirt now, see say the waist e correspond to our measurement. So here now we get 12.5 inches. So if 12.5 inches for one side and the other side, making 25 inches, plus the 1 inch for the seam allowance wey we go take join am back, so everything corresponds to 26 inches. The next thing wey we wan do now, we wan cut the flounce, and to cut this flounce we go use the 270-degree method of cutting flay. Then we go take cut am. So to cut the 270-degree flay, we go fold the fabric. We go fold the fabric into 3 equal parts. So you now see am as I fold the fabric, so you go fold am like this, then you go come fold am. First you go fold the first side. You go fold am into 3 different equal parts. So after you don fold am, you go come divide the circumference by 6.28. So that 6.28, you go use am take measure round the, you go use am take cut the flounce wey we go put for the lower part of this skirt. So now see the flounce now, see as the thing make sense, see as e fine. So now like this, now we go take, maybe I go do another video to take explain in detail how this flounce, how to cut the 270-degree wey come form this fine flounce. So una see as we don cut the flounce, but if you no wan use that method, just cut the circle into, just cut the circle, then join everything. So the next thing we will go do, go our sewing machine, go attach the flounce for the lower part to the hem of the skirt. So we don't do it now. Now see how the thing makes sense. See am, see say the thing dey very fine, very beautiful, and e dey very stylish. So this skirt now as e dey, so the next thing wey we go do, we go just go put the waistband. So after we don put the waistband for the skirt, if you like, you wan put pocket, you fit put patch pocket for this skirt. If you like, anything wey you like to take add to the beauty of this skirt, you fit do am. So see the final product now. Una see the final outcome of the skirt, say the thing make sense well well. So e dey very very fine. See am, very fine and stylish and beautiful. So make you sef try your own. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. We go see you for our next one. Bye bye.